welcome back to Redefining Language. Greetings, O Queen of Tentacular Proclivities, Diviner of the Holy Fuzzy Cats, Lady of the Sky, Sensei of the YouTubes. May the blessing of the Yek be upon you, and how do you feel tonight?
I feel blessed by the Yek. I am most amused by this very elaborate and extravagant title. I'm very amused by this.
Excellent.
And I'm doing fine. I think I will need the blessing of the Yek if this title is indicative of the word choices you've made today.
Of course.
Oh boy. All right, I guess I should tell everybody what's gonna go on, right? We are going to play a game inspired from an interaction I have with my mum, who speaks 4 different languages, and English was her 4th. Every now and again, when she says something, she forgets a word and inserts one in either Russian, Polish, or German. Sometimes I understand the word, but most times I end up with a puzzled expression and have to try and divine the meaning. This program is all about discovering the meaning of words in different languages, or failing that, at least providing an entertaining guess. The words are in the description below, so you can play along with us. All of this program is improvisation. I haven't seen the word list and do not know what Caledorn will present me with.
Indeed.
The way you say that, I'm now kind of anxious, maybe scared. Should I be scared of the words today?
You should always be scared of the words.
Oh God. Especially after we've been playing such very interesting games. I don't know if you guys have been following, but both Caledorn and I have had series on Graveyard Keeper and Machiavellian, which are 2 kind of dark games, but we're both enjoying them immensely. So check those out if you haven't already. Shall I ask for the first word?
You can. It seems to be Italian.
Ooh, Italian.
Yes.
Right.
And the word is calzone.
Calzone?
Calzone.
Oh, like a calzone? Like food? Are there extra letters that I'm not seeing?
What have I told you about these hints, Catherine?
I know that there might be a disallowingness of some hints, but you never can tell. It might be worth asking. Calzone. I think it's a what we would call in America calzone food. It's like a pocket of dough with sort of pizza stuff inside. Mostly, my favorite is like a ham and cheese calzone where you have all of this lovely what's that cheese called? It's not Parmesan, it's the other one. Is it feta cheese? Might be feta cheese. Anyway, mountains of cheese and bits of ham, and it's very delightful. I should call my mom and ask her to pick me up one of these while on her way home. Now that I'm thinking, it's like nearly dinner time, and I'm slightly hungry, as you might be able to tell. Anyway, I think it's food.
You can have half a ding for that, but
Half a ding.
yes, of course, most people will associate calzone with exactly what you just said, but the actual meaning of it in Italian is big sock.
A big sock.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny. That's most entertaining.
And very descriptive of the actual food.
Indeed. Well, but it also brings to mind a very curious thought. Like, why would you be eating socks? Like, I would think that the wool would stick in your teeth. But
I agree.
Just maybe.
So,
but it does kind of look like a rumpled sock, I guess, when you cook it.
Yeah, it does. It does. So thank you to Alex from the Rise of Industries community for suggesting this word. It's the first Italian word, Alex. I think we've had.
It is. It's the first one on the podcast. Fantastic. Yes. Thank you, Alex.
We will move northwards into Germany.
Germany, okay.
Yes. Förderbandverleger.
Uh-huh. Förderbandverleger ish.
That isn't too bad, actually, no.
Okay, right.
Given my limited...
Förderbandverleger. Uh-huh. And my not seeing the word. Yeah, I'm thinking, I don't know what fur means, except for, I know there's a fur release. I don't know if that's the same kind of fur, but which is a musical composition, but I don't know if that relates in any way. So we're going to use the non-relative term to say fur is fur. And Förderband is kind of like a headband made out of fur that you might wear in the winter to keep your ears warm. And then the last bit is legwear that also matches in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well,
there's are no dings in my future, I can tell right now.
Indeed. Förderbandverleger is a person who is putting down conveyor belts.
Oh my god!
So you
Why do I always
are a Förderbandverleger.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to remember this word. I'm gonna have to see it so I can remember this. But what is the conveyor belt bit of this word?
Förderband.
The Förderband? Okay.
Yeah, the verleger is someone who is putting something down.
Right.
Or a publisher, actually.
A publisher of conveyor belts. Now that is a new tact we have never taken before. We should get into publishing conveyor belts.
Mm-hmm.
That could be most interesting. Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it now. Okay, I will remember this and try to remember, because people might hail me with this title in the streets if I wear my conveyor belt necklace. That could be a thing.
For Fraulein Förderbandverleger.
Yes.
Thank you to DemTacs for the word. And
thank you.
we are moving closer to, or we are moving westwards. No, eastwards, actually.
You know what we need to do, though? We need to request words from southwards. I don't think we've had any African words.
No, we haven't
that
yet.
That would be cool, too. If anybody knows African languages of any kind, Swahili or Afrikaans or something like that, that would be awesome.
Never mind Swahili. Catherine is trying to learn the Baba Yetu, so she's into Swahili.
I'm progressing very well. I've learned about 70% of it. It's very nice.
But any African languages would be very interesting, yes. We haven't had those yet. The next word is east of Germany, which means we are in Poland.
Okay. Oh boy. I can't wait to hear your accent.
Koparka.
Koparka?
Koparka.
Koparka. Well, that's easy. I mean, we all know what a parka is. It's a coat that you wear in the winter. But the thing is it gets very cold in Europe. So you need, if you're walking with a friend, you need a Koparka so that you both can sort of snuggle together as you walk along in the snow. And this Koparka is a little bit wider, and it has a very nice, generous zipper and generous fabric, so you can just like huddle together as you walk along. Yeah, Koparka. 2 hoods too, to keep the snow out of your hair. Mm-hmm.
Alternatively, it could also be an excavator.
Excavator. Why do I get all these industrial words? Is that a Valerian word?
No, this is from Tanek. Thank you, Tanek.
Thank you, Tanek. Oh, God. An excavator, right. Okay.
Yes. Now we're going definitely east and a bit south. We are going to Spain.
Ooh, okay.
Carpeta.
I think you mean west.
Sorry. Yes, west I meant. Carpeta.
Carpeta. Well, I think it's a carpet. But is that too boring of a word? The word that comes, okay, I will guess carpet, but the way they say carpeta, it's like you have Aladdin with all his and flying carpets, and the one carpeta is like a little doggy that kind of like snuggles up to you and wants to go, and gets very excited and swishes its tassels all over the place and wants to go places. That's a carpeta. clearly.
Or it could be a folder.
A folder. Okay. All right. Maybe my description might have been slightly too fanciful, but you never can tell.
Thank you to How to Do It for suggesting this word.
Thanks.
The next word is an interesting one because it is Norwegian, Swedish, and Danish.
Right. So I have 3 chances to get it correct. Does it have the same meaning in all the languages?
No.
Right. I have a plethora of definitions to choose from. Excellent. I approve.
Middag.
Really? Middag?
Middag.
Middag. Well, do I need to guess the definition per language, or can you just like slide me in if I guess it on one of them? And... Do I have to say in Swedish it means this, or in
No.
or no Dutch it means something else? I could think of several different words. Several different
Dutch.
descriptions of this word.
Not Dutch. Danish.
Which one? Danish. Pardon me. I had forgotten. My brain only has like two bits of RAM or 2 bits of something.
You keep telling me that.
Yes. Well, I could only remember Norwegian and Swedish. So the other one got lost.
Yes.
It's quite rough. It happened. Middag. So there are a couple of things that spring to mind here. If you take the corruption of the word, Doug could be dog, and we're talking about a mid dog, which would be going back to the Carpeta definition. You would be sitting astride mid dog. If you wanted to keep your balance, you wouldn't want to hang out at the tassely end of this carpet. Or you might even pat the dog in the middle, like my Araminta loves her backy patted. Doesn't care about the head, does not care about the tail, but loves the back patted, and she arches it, and she's very excited. But that would be mid-cat. Discussing right now.
Mischief is most amused by your definitions here.
Good. So there's the other definition, which could happen in another language, probably some alien language we don't even know yet. But it could literally mean mid-dug, like you're in the middle of digging with the excavator, which is not the word for now. What was the word for the excavator again?
Koparka.
Koparka, yes. Yeah. I don't know why anybody would excavate stuff in the wintertime when you need a Koparka. But anyway, if you're mid-dug with a Koparka, you've been interrupted. Maybe somebody has said, "Hey, come look at my building in Eco," or "Hey, I need a cup of coffee." So you're literally in mid-dig or mid-dug. Because you just like you get the excavation shovelly bit and you start pulling stuff out of the ground, and you just like halfway up. There's still dirt in the shovel, but you haven't put it away, and it's you're mid-dug.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes.
So in Danish, we are dealing with the meal lunch.
Oh, that makes sense. Mid-dug, like midday-ish.
That is a ding, actually, because in Norwegian and Swedish, it can mean both midday, or the middle of the day, or it can mean dinner. So, congratulations, you got a ding.
I got a ding, yay! First one. Oh, no, I got the Calzone. Well, that was a half a ding, right? So I got a ding and a half at the
moment. We're going back eastwards, remaining in Europe, and we're going to Romania.
Romania, okay.
Oh, sorry. Thank you to Trygve for suggesting Middag. Excellent suggestion with the multiple language definitions there.
Nice.
So yes, the Romanian word.
Mm-hmm.
Copac.
Copac.
Or Copac.
Copac?
Copac.
Well, I don't know what a Copac is. I know what a Copiec is.
What?
And I don't know what a Koparka is. Kopiak is a unit of money, and I can't remember if it's Russian or Polish, but it's Kopiak. Yeah, it's like a fractional bit, like the cents. I think it might be Russian. I can't remember. It's been a long time since. Oh no, it's Kopac. Yeah, so it's farther than I thought from that word. Never mind. Copac. It sounds very like it aspires to be Koparka, but it isn't. Copac. I feel this is probably a quite simple word because it sounds very simple. You can imagine, like, you know, a man yelling at his kids, "Hey, go get the Copac! You know, put it in the car. Let's go." And I didn't get a laugh on that one, so I can assume it's probably not an elephant. It's something that could easily fit in a car. Let's see what this could be. But of course, it might even mean asphalt because, you know, you give me those kinds of words that are very industrial sounding. Mm-hmm. Copac. Wow.
Because dinner and lunch, those are highly industrial. Also, the big socks.
No. I meant excavator. Like, I don't know that I would ever guess that, but no, the dinner thing. The dinner is funny because I was just going to say that it used to be that dinner, there was no word for lunch, I believe. It was dinner, and then you had supper for later dinner-ish. So
this is in high class British English society, and it still is that. It's nothing
excellent,
nothing old. Cultured Brits do that still. Yes.
Right. We should be more cultured, I think, because I still have lunch.
They do.
Get away from...
They do have several meals with various interesting denominations. Anyways, Copac.
Copac. I have no idea what it could be. I would say it's an object of some kind.
Really?
Not everything is. Most of the things are, though. Like lunch is not really an object, unless you happen to go and, well, I guess you could call. Yeah, never mind.
Exactly. Never mind.
Copac. I don't know. Let's just go for some kind of a non-elephant item. Shoes, boots. Yeah, we'll call them shoes or boots. Let's go with that.
Okay.
To go with the Koparka.
Okay. Well, I'm afraid it's a tree, so it doesn't fit in a car.
I guess my joke wasn't that funny then.
No, God. You should have seen on my facial expression, but that would be giving too much away. So
sneaky thing. Oh, I forgot about the webcams. Oh dear. Let's do that one time. That might be very entertaining.
Thank you, Soul Adams, for providing us with Romanian words.
Thank you very much. That's another industrial word because it belongs in Factorio, and I know that's why he suggested it, because
a tree isn't industrial. There is nothing industrial with a tree. It's quite the opposite.
It was a joke.
Oh, haha, humor.
Yes, haha, humor. Humor.
Really?
We do this here.
What?
Humor happens in this area.
Yak!
Yuck. Yes. Okay.
We are going back to Central Europe, and we are back in Germany.
Okay.
Donner. That was a bad pronunciation. Donner. Or Donna.
Donner. Uh-huh.
Donna.
Donna?
Yes.
Donner.
Donna. Not Donald, but Donna.
Oh, with an L at the end? Or an R? I thought it was Donner, like with the R.
There is an R in the word at the end.
There is an R. How nice.
Although it would be most
Donner,
amusing to... I should stop telling you that there is an R or an L, because it's very amusing when you do, for instance, fluggelmoose. It is most amusing.
Yes. Yes, I remember that. That's the bat, right?
Yes.
Yes, I remembered. Oh, that's so good. My brain actually works. Woohoo! I'm very excited about these.
4-bit memory installed.
Yeah. Only temporarily. Okay, so well, you threw me off by saying it's not Donald, and of course we thought of the famous Donald recently. So I thought, oh my God, it could be Donald, which is actually quite an interesting Irish name, if I recall correctly. But Donor is different. We all know that Donor is the name of a reindeer that pulls Santa's sleigh.
It is?
However,
I had no idea about that.
oh yes. He's next to Dasher. Donner and Dasher and Dancer and Vixen, as I think that goes that way. Anyway.
How about Rudolph?
Google?
How about Rudolph? You seem to have forgotten Rudolph. The one with the red nose.
I wasn't going to sing the entire song. I mean, Rudolph, yes, is quite at the end of the song because, he's at the end of the train or beginning of it, I suppose, with his bright, shiny red nose, which glows like a light bulb. It must be an LED because I don't know
LED.
How he would replace the batteries that often. So, yeah, it's probably an LED, one of those really bright ones that sort of leads through the night. But it's nice that it's red because if it was white,
you are digressing again, and we have 4 words here left now. Come on, Donna, not Rudolph, not the other reindeers.
You asked about Rudolph.
I didn't
provide value here.
I didn't ask for a lecture about Rudolph. I just asked why you forgot him. Now get back to the word.
I didn't forget him, and I didn't even mention about Dancer either. I don't think I mentioned Dancer. Anyway, yeah. Well, we could say it could be the name of the reindeer, or I'm tempted to say it is like a donor, like somebody who donates blood or stuff to charity, possibly.
That is a very serious suggestion.
Well, that's why I was going on about the reindeer. It was more fun.
It is.
Have multiple.
It is thunder.
That actually makes sense. It's like a word that sounds like what it does. I forgot what those words are called, but they're kind of cool.
Angry words?
I don't know. Are they onomatopoeic? Is that the word?
Pardon?
Onomatopoeic.
Onomatopoetic or onomatopoe?
No, not poetic. Let me look it up real quick.
No, it's an onomatopoe.
Poeic.
Yep.
You slide the words together like you're in French. Poeic.
Yes. Yeah. Anyways. Yes. I guess it could. Yeah. It could be like that. Yes. Dear Donna.
Yes.
Like a.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going north. We're going to my home country, and the word is Fiskeboller.
Fiskeboller.
Yes, that was very good. I'm impressed.
Fisky. Oh Jesus! I know that I was taught about the fisky.
Well, it's not fisky. It's fiske.
Fiske.
Fiskeboller. Oh, you're
Fiskeboller.
excused. Yes.
If only I could remember what that meant. Oh dear. I know that you mentioned this before. Well,
I'm not the one who have suggested this.
You aren't?
No.
How did they know we were talking about this before?
They probably weren't, which is probably why they've suggested it.
No, you actually said fiske in a different context, I think. But I knew that it was a word meaning something, which is now attached to another something, which I can't remember either. Is it fiske? Oh dear. I'm tempted to say something, but I know that it will not be correct, and I cannot imagine the expression you will make when you hear what I might suggest. So I'm kind of reticent to even guess here. God. Oh goodness. I'm just gonna go with my first instinct, which is normally highly amusing, even if it's not correct. So we're gonna say that fiske in this instance is going to mean flying, and boller is going to mean balls. So flying. You're making me laugh. Don't do that. Flying balls is this kind. Is the thing where we are shooting cannonballs. It's a warfare term. Or, now in the modern age, it could refer to sports like tennis, where the ball is flying around as well, or even basketball, or pretty much any sport. Oh my God, it just covers everything. Yes, I should stop now.
So it is a compound word.
I got that rough part right. I get a quarter of a ding. Boom.
You get half a ding because boller actually would be translated into balls. The only problem is that the first part of the word fisk is fish.
Fish balls. Oh
yes,
God,
like meatballs.
Oh my God, that's right. You did mention this word because we were talking about going to have some. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's right. I think were you going to cook them?
Yes.
That's right. I think you might have been.
In bechamel sauce.
In bechamel sauce. I'm looking forward to that. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Thank goodness it doesn't mean flying, because I would have a hard time. Like those eating contests where they toss stuff. I hate that. I hate when they throw food, but that would be harder to catch. I'm not very good at aiming to catch food thrown. So This is most excellent. I'm glad it doesn't mean that.
Good. Thank you to Eidane for suggesting the word.
Thank you so much.
Now I need to actually concentrate for a few seconds when I listen to this word, because we are going to Greece, and Greek is an interesting language to try to pronounce. Lithostroto.
Lithostrator.
Lithostroto.
Lithostrator.
Lithostroto.
Oh my God, I keep getting it wrong. Lithostrato.
Litho. Lithostroto.
Oh, strator. Well, why didn't you say that in the first place?
Stroto.
That's a hard one.
Lithostroto.
Lithostrator.
Well, why do you get the R on the end there? There is no R on the end, and I'm not...
Oh, there's an O.
Yes, I am definitely not pronouncing an R at the end.
Well, it's your high British accent, where I always assume an R because that's how the Brits do it.
I am speaking Greek, or at least I'm trying to.
You're speaking Greek with the British accent. That's all I'm going to say about this. Right. This reminds me of a word like lithograph, the first bit, the litho, which I believe is a copy of something. So lithograph is a copy of a drawing or something. Graph is writing or paper or drawing, maybe something like that. And the strator, the only thing that I can think about
listen here to everyone who's listening. I even told her that there is no R on the end, and yet she also did acknowledge it, and still she says strator when I have said stroto without an R on the end. She's impossible. No, there is no A either. Stroto. It is STROTO.
STROTO.
Yes.
Strator.
No, there isn't an R on the... Oh my God.
Dear audience, I have just tricked Caledorn into revealing the actual spelling of the word. This is good for me.
5 letters of it. Or 6.
But I know the first bit, litho, is LITHO. So stroto.
Okay. You think that?
Well, that's what I heard.
Well, when we hear what you hear,
Litho stroto. Ish.
Yeah, ish.
Ish. I feel like maybe I'm having a micro whenever you pronounce the word, and there's like a big bit in the middle that I'm missing.
Yes, or maybe it's a micro piglet in your ear.
A micro piglet in my ear?
Yeah.
Well, or in my air. I mean, are we talking about flying piglets?
No, inside your ear.
A micro piglet. Is this a new concept? I've never heard of this.
You haven't watched my War for the Overworld videos? I am very, very disappointed in you.
Oh dear, I've watched quite a few of them, but I don't think I remember about the micro piglets. I would have remembered that, I'm quite sure.
No, you obviously...
How did they get in your ear?
The micro piglets are what are eaten by your minions in War for the Overworld. That's what they have in the slaughter pen. They are the slaughter pens are full of tasty micro piglets that are then being transferred to the tavern.
Oh, I forgot about the micro piglets. I know they were raising some kind of a food animal, but I didn't realize they were micro piglets because it sounds really cute.
That is the point, I believe.
So, are you saying that this micro piglet inside my ear is eating the words that are coming toward me?
No, this micro piglet is obviously constantly doing this kind of sound in your ear.
So why didn't you call it a micro airplane?
Because it's a micro piglet, obviously, not a micro airplane.
I've never heard of a micro. I've never heard a piglet go. Rrr. I've heard it go oink oink or.
No, but this
specific micro piglet has an accent. Is that what you're saying?
And in next podcast, we will do Katherine does animal sounds. So, lithostroto.
Lithostroto. Anyway, it's not so bad.
It's not so bad, she says.
No. I'm sure. I apologize to anyone who's Greek.
Who's Greek?
This entire section. Yes, who knows Greek for this entire section of the podcast, because it's been quite amusing. I mean, going back and forth to micro such. So strotor, I have no idea what that was going to mean, because I was just going to take it on my mishearing as strato or whatever, as in stratus clouds. And I was going to say it's a copy of many clouds. It's like a cloudy day. Mm-hmm. But I can't do that because I was informed most voraciously by some people about the spelling. However, I'm going to just ignore that and go with the same thing I was going to say. Copies of clouds, they're everywhere. Help, help, we're being repressed.
Or it could mean cobblestone roads.
Oh no, litho is stone.
I don't know.
Paleolithic era, yes. I was using the wrong route. Oh dear, yes.
So
litho is stone.
Yeah,
and
probably.
a lithograph is transferred by stone. I think that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
A monolith is a big stone, like Stonehenge is composed of monoliths.
And stroto is probably a street.
Yes, yeah.
So cool. Stone street or pathway.
If only I had known that before.
Yeah, if only. Well, you didn't. Too bad.
No, I didn't. So how many more words is the audience going to have to suffer through?
We have the final one. We are leaving the European continent.
Oh.
And this should be very entertaining. We are going to Iceland.
Oh, okay.
Leðurblökumaðurinn. Or leðurblökumaðurinn.
Leðurblökumaðurinn?
No, I'm not sure my pronunciation was any better, but let's try it one more time. Leerbrukermaderen. Leerbrukermaderen.
Leerbrukermaderen.
Leerbrukermaderen.
Leerbrukermaderen.
Close enough.
I need a spelling to get this properly. Right. Now I have to figure out what the heck this means. I have a feeling it sounds like that other town in Wales where we're talking about something near the something near the something something. There's a bit of a brook in the middle and a Madrin, and don't know. This is a very difficult word. Not to mention that Icelandic, I believe, is it is the most difficult language to learn. So I have no chance at the moment. But perhaps we can find a ding somewhere in, well then. Madrin may be related to mothers, or a corruption of Mandarin. Maybe they're fond of Chinese food or oranges. Well then, this is a most interesting word. I'm going to say that this word describes an oasis in Greenland where you have beautiful Mandarin
in Greenland, no less.
Not in Greenland, in Iceland, pardon me. Actually, it could be in Greenland. Greenland is even better because Greenland, as we know, is very icy. And Iceland is very green. So it's quite the opposite thing. So this is the Icelanders' word for a place in Greenland where it's a vision of their own home place, because they're like, why the heck did we sail here? We do not want to be this cold. And they finally find this beautiful patch of land that's an oasis, and it's far off in the distance. That's and then it's like a little home where their mom might be. That's the Madrin part, and then we have the and then the orange trees just to fill out the definition better, and there's a brook flowing by as well. Yes, yeah, we're gonna go with that. As ridiculous as that might sound.
So leather in Icelandic is leather.
I was going to guess leather, and then you confused me. I was actually. Go ahead.
To everyone who is listening to this, who either is from Iceland or who knows Icelandic, this must have been most entertaining, the explanation
Yes,
there
we
with this
apologize for
oasis and my botched pronunciation of this word as well. I will give a hint as to what the word is.
Okay.
Na 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 na.
We have to go to the Mission Impossible wearing our leather thing.
No.
Is it leather pants? Like,
It is Batman.
Oh, it's Batman. Well, that makes perfect sense. He's dressed, well, it might be spandex, but it could be leathery stuff. Or is that part of the bat part? The leather
leðurblaka is a flaggermus in Icelandic.
Right.
So
okay, we all know
leather...
that means bat in English.
Yes, so it's a leather mouse in Icelandic.
Leather mouse.
Yes.
Oh, they don't make leather mouse like they used to.
No, they don't. And Madrin is a man.
Okay, right. Madre. I really did not get that last bit. I completely confused it for the mother. Like madre.
Mother is a man or a person or a human.
Mother.
So.
Gotcha.
So yes, Leðurblökumadurinn, Batman.
Cool. Oh man, they must have an interesting time putting that into the lyrics of a song.
Oh yes, I would assume so. Yes.
Doesn't quite fit with the chorus.
Nope. It's like no. Leðurblökumadurinn doesn't really make the same panache, I would say, but okay.
That was perfect. Oh, that was so good.
On that note, I should also encourage people who have watched DuckTales to have a search on YouTube to listen to the DuckTales song sung in Icelandic or even Arabic or even Indian or Hindi. It is most amusing. Also Japanese. In the Japanese one is also very you should do that. It is very entertaining.
What? That's interesting. I wonder why there's such an interest in translating these songs. I guess, well, just for the video.
It could be for the fact that there are kids watching these programs.
What? They have kids in other countries? I thought they only had them in America, and they were. Well, then, this is most amusing. I had no idea. Well, on that note, perhaps it's best to say goodbye. So thank you everyone for listening to this very ridiculous podcast. Take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll see you next time.
And of course, may the blessing of the yak ever be with you, and walk in the yak.
Walk in the yak, or walk with the yak?
In the yak.
Well then. Okay, bye everyone.
Bye.